Nintendo including mouse mode in the Switch 2 is a legitimately good idea. Having a way to replicate the input of the mouse on a device like the Switch 2 that a lot of indie developers are porting their previously PC-only games to makes a lot of sense. It broadens the scope of what kind of games can exist on the Switch 2, and that's legitimately exciting. That is an evolution over the previous Switch. The problem is that nobody seems to be like focusing on it or utilizing it, and it's now going the way of the Wii U gamepad in terms of like cool Nintendo ideas that maybe went nowhere. As of right now, there are only a couple games here and there that allow you to utilize mouse mode. I've tried Fortnite, I've tried Mario Paint, but as of this week, like the big flagship use for mouse mode was finally released, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. So why is mouse mode like barely usable in it? The issue is that they're not thinking about it from the perspective of how people actually use mice and what is comfortable to hold when using the Joy-Con in mouse mode. Because yes, you are moving the Joy-Con around to look and using the shoulder buttons as your left and right mouse buttons, but they're also asking you to use all 4 face buttons for dedicated purposes like Morph Ball or jumping into the scanning visor. And not only would that not really be comfortable or usable with a mouse if they had those buttons on the side, but on top of that, it's just not comfortable with the Joy-Con at the end of the day. This is a game that was developed for basically one device, and this is a function in that game that was designed for literally only one device, and it still feels like they didn't consider what it's like to actually use it. I have a lot of issues with Metroid Prime 4, but this is the one that really sticks out to me because it just felt like the moment for Nintendo to prove why mouse mode is cool and usable, and they just totally whiffed on it. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe you're playing the whole game in mouse mode. Let me know in the comments, but I only made it like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before I was like, no thanks, Pro Controller.